Welcome back, everyone. Once again, I'm your host, Trent Love. Now joining us live in the studio is a very special guest. He is a talented performing artist known as the Bronx Singer. Let's all welcome David Manzano. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So why do they call you the Bronx Singer?
Well, actually, it was given to me by, I guess, fans, I guess you can call them. I was in a diner one night in New York City and just having a cup of coffee, and these guys randomly walk in and scream out the Bronx Singer, you know, hey man, you know, good stuff, you know, we'll see you around. So, I don't know, it had a ring to it, and a bunch of coworkers, you know, would jokingly call me the singer. So, I don't know, I just kind of just adopted it, you know, they had a certain ring to it, so I go with it.
How long have you actually been performing?
Maybe like 5 years or 6, not too long in retrospect, you know, I consider myself to be sort of like an adolescent in the whole music game. I don't think I'm, you know, as advanced as most musicians are, but I do what I can, and I think I have something to bring to the table. So.
Absolutely. Well, I know that I've actually had the honor of, privilege of hearing you perform before, and it was a wonderful experience. You play very well, and it's very infectious, the music that you have.
Thank you.
So how can we actually see you perform? Where might we be able to enjoy some of your music?
As right now, I'm actually not planning any shows. I'm actually working on my demo. I've been just at home crunching ideas and just putting everything together, just spending hours and hours. And but soon enough, what you can do is you can go to the Facebook, the Bronx Singer Facebook, and you can check all my updates and leave a comment, and you know, I always talk to my guests there and my fans, I guess you can say, and so I basically just put all the updates there, and you'll be able to see any upcoming shows that I have.
So if we want to experience you, you're the Bronx Singer, but you play guitar as your instrument of choice. Am I correct? Do you have any other training and background in any other instruments? And what about the guitar? Is that your true passion?
It's funny. I never really had any practical, you know, training or anything like that.
Wow.
You know, so I just basically picked up a guitar and just started, you know, finding chords, you know, reading them off of like a book or a poster. You know, you have like the chord poster, like every guitarist has had one, you know, in their life. So, and I just kind of went from there. I just thought, you know, it would sound good and what feels right, and just let it take control, you know.
I'm sure, you know, music has a way of uniting all of us and keeping us entertained and educated and enlightening as an art. What are some of your influences or people that you've looked up to when you were learning how to play, and even now?
Well, back then I mean, I just basically didn't really have a particular thought of what music I'd make. I never really thought about being a musician. So, I mean, growing up, you hear everything around you, you know, especially coming from the Bronx. I mean, it's just every culture, all types of music. I mean, New York City, when you're heading into the city, forget it. I mean, it's just
it's a big melting pot. There's so many different styles.
Definitely.
What's yours?
I try to derive a lot from 90s rock originally, but now I'm trying to move on to like more soulful rock, like something more like a Jack Johnson, or Ben Harper has been a really big influence of mine. And but I mean, it's pretty much, I listen to everything from metal to anything with falsettos in it, you know. So it's, you know, I leave it open. I try to have everything that I try to let everything in, basically.
And while you're doing that and you're taking everything in, there's also obviously the business of music. Do you write, compose, and publish your own music as well?
Well, right now I try not to put too much out there, you know, only because I'm just so self-conscious. I guess you're your own worst critic, so.
That's right. Everyone takes like this,
yeah,
baby, you know.
So everything that I put out, I try to put out, you know, really easily or slowly, or, you know, I'm not really like headstrong in terms of the creativity process. I try to just let it happen, you know. I don't try to force a song or just force it out and just take a listen, you know what I mean. I try to put thought in it, and I'm really big about people like not reading my lyrics or my lyric book or anything like that. So most of my lyrics I kind of keep up here for that reason.
Right, and definitely you have to make sure the business is taken care of and copyrighted and protected.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Getting shopped around. Are you actually in the process of shopping around? Do you have a major record label or any label that you're working with?
Ultimately, I guess that would be the ultimate goal, you know, to get signed by a major or even indie label. Ultimately, it's just, you know, to pay your bills making music, you know, that's pretty much the goal. You know, do what you love and work, you know, make it work and make it work for you. And so yeah, I'm really willing to like also do commercials and television shows. I'm thinking about getting into that kind of field and kind of just freelance work. You know, but right now, you know, I've taken on this persona, and I think it'll do a lot of good for me and a lot of good for I guess, you know, coming from the Bronx. You know, it's not really you know, heard of, I guess, a lot of acoustic soul singers. You know,
we have to bring it back to that because there is so much that that we lose by not being able to enjoy live music, create live music. There's such a world of sampling, and you know, I love all music in every forms as well. But there's something special about a live show. There's something special about someone that takes out the time to be able to put together his thoughts, his feelings, and emotion, and convey it in a way, and have people be moved by the music.
Yeah, so I definitely get a lot of that. You most likely see me singing underground, actually, on the...
what do you mean underground?
Like, well, to get over my huge stage fright, I basically took all my songs, you know, from their like rawest form, and I would go on the New York train line, the subways, and I'd sing for a few hours, you know, just doing loops and seeing how the crowd reacts and asking for opinions from the crowd. And
you're bringing it straight to them.
Oh yeah,
you're bringing it straight to the streets.
And I guess they could, you know, it's sort of a turn off when you're getting on a train or like 10 in the morning or even 10 at night, you know, you're going home or going to work, and you know, you have this you know, guy coming in and disturbing you, and you know, playing the guitar, singing his butt off, you know what I mean? And but it's funny because even the biggest skeptics that I see, you know, you can read your crowd, you know, you read your audience, you know who's really not going to want to hear a song, who's, you know, more open to it, you know, people, you know, prop their attention to you, and that kind of thing. So it's really interesting to see how many people would really give this positive response, and I love it. Like, that feeds me. I have a good train car, you know, and like a lot of people.
Sounds like a good amount of synergy going. People are inspired by you, and you inspire people. But what inspires you when you're making a new song? Is it the people inspiring you, or are you getting the thoughts from somewhere else? How do you go about creating a new song, and what's your inspiration?
I think people. Yeah, definitely people inspire me most. You know, people's actions and just the way they respond to you and the way you perceive that, you know, to them, and they look at you, and that kind of thing. You know, it's just I don't know. I think it's beautiful and scary. You know what I mean? It's ugly. I mean, it's life, and I think life is the biggest inspiration. Life, love. I mean, what else is there? You know?
Well, I'm going to ask you one quick last question. It's about something that's evolving, social networking and the music business. How much does Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, and social networking play for new artists? Talk about that briefly.
I think it's really important that people go online and check out their local artists, especially shows. Like, it's really, you know, the music scene isn't huge in New York, so you really should embrace what little we have. You know what I mean? Like, they have underground hip hop, jazz, soul, funk. I mean, they have it all, like, in New York City. So I think people should just go online, go to Facebook. You can check out my Facebook, of course.
So that's how we could get in contact with you. Go ahead, let everybody know.
You go to facebook.com/thebronxsinger, and yeah, you can find me there. Leave a comment. And my demo should be out really soon. I'm working on it still. I'm actually taking time to come here and do it, you know.
So there everyone's have it. We've had a great interview, and I'm sure we will be looking and expecting a lot of great things from you in the future, as we've heard.
Let's hope, yeah.
So enough of the talking. Let's see you perform. Well, thanks for coming to the Bronx Journal
and being
here.
Pleasure.
death is lowering, but life's a miracle that makes the grass grow green. Can you hear the wind scream? Why is my soul's core bruised? And why we choose the things we do? What is it all mean? Yeah, what is it all mean? What is it all mean when you open up your mind, your eyes to this life? What is it all mean? What is it all mean? What is it all mean when you open up your mind, your eyes to this life?
Wonderful. The questions. What does it all mean? Can you tell our audience once again how we can get in touch with you?
My name is David Manzano. I am the Bronx Singer. You can find me on Facebook.com/The Bronx Singer. Thank you all very much for listening.
Thanks for listening and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on another edition of the Bronx Journal.
How I feel your love around me, beckoning my weary heart to find